So ito po yung papag-usapan natin, yung recent development po sa kaso ni former Senator and incoming Congresswoman Laila de Lima. Okay, so makikita naman po ninyo dito, yung Court of Appeals po in-overturn yung judgment of acquittal na nirender in her favor by the RTC ng Muntinlupa. Okay, so good day everybody, your quote-unquote favorite DDS lawyer po. This is AttorNEIL Abayon back for another video. So ngayon po, yan yung i-explain ko sa inyong lahat. And medyo overtime na po tayo pero hinabol ko na lang to para at least matapos na tong topic na to, yung discussion po na to, okay? Pero again, quick disclaimer lang po sa inyong lahat. Tandaan po ninyo na we are talking about the current status po of the case of former Senator Laila de Lima, kung saan na-overturn po yung kaso against her. So more or less po yung magiging discussions natin is not favorable to her, okay? So kung supporter po kayo ni former Senator Laila de Lima at baka ma-trigger or ma-high blood kayo, you are more than free naman po to skip this video para at least hindi na kayo makipag-away pa sa comment section, okay? But if you are willing naman po to learn the legal process of her case, you are more than free naman po to stay and watch this video, okay? Ngayon, start na po tayo sa discussion natin. So yung first question po natin for today is kung ano ba talaga yung kaso dito ni Senator Laila de Lima. So yung kaso po niya involves yung Dangerous Drugs Act po natin, RA 9165, specifically Section 26B in relation to Section 5, Section 3JJ, and Section 28 of the said law. Okay? So ang tatandaan lang po natin dyan para hindi na po kayo mamroblema is this involves the illegal drugs nga po, at yung pinaka ano po niyan is ito po under Section 5, Sale, Trade, Administration, etc. etc. of dangerous drugs. Tapos ang next po na important na kailangan natin matandaan talaga dito is yung penalty niya. So dito po makita natin, the penalty of life imprisonment to death and a fine shall be imposed upon any person sa gumawa nga ng mga illegal acts or itong mga criminal acts na covered ng Dangerous Drugs Act natin. Okay? So yan po yung kaso na final. Ngayon, ang next question natin, so para po maging simple yung discussion natin, gumawa na po ako ng questionnaire ko kasi actually binasa ko po yung full text ng case, okay? At yung decision naman po, yung mga issues na tinackle doon, they are basic criminal law principles, so madali na lang po siya pag-usapan po. So ito na lang yung ginawa ko para at least mas dire-diretso po talaga yung usapan natin, hindi na tayo mag-go back and forth pa dun sa mga provisions natin. So anyway, yung first issue po talaga or yung first question na sasagutin natin dyan is kung meron bang double jeopardy dun sa case dito po sa case ni former Senator de Lima. Kasi yung inallege po dito nila nung defense is that bawal daw or hindi proper yung ginawang petition for certiorari under Rule 65 nila Solgen Guevara, considering that there was already a judgment of acquittal, diba? So ang double jeopardy po kasi, ang ibig sabihin po niyan, the easiest way I can explain that po in Tagalog is that yung akusado po is hindi pwede managot ng dalawang beses sa parehas na krimen, okay? So dito po kasi sa case ni Senator de Lima, meron ng judgment of acquittal, okay? Tapos pag may judgment of acquittal po kasi, hindi po yan siya pwede i-apela or questionin mo in a higher court. Otherwise, it will violate the principle of double jeopardy. Kaya pag may judgment of acquittal po, automatic tapos na talaga agad yung kaso. Kaya nga kung mapapansin po ninyo sa mga drug cases, madami po talagang mga nagma-magic sa lower court level kasi pag dun pa lang sa lower court magkaroon na ng acquittal agad, hindi na po yan pwede ma-appeal sa higher court pa or sa appellate court. Okay? So ngayon, ang next question po natin, paano po to na question nila Solgen Guevara kung bawal pala mag-appeal? Bawal po yung ordinary appeal, however, meron naman pong tinatawag na special civil action for certiorari under Rule 65. So ito na po yung judicial power of review po ng Supreme Court or ng appellate courts po natin. So hindi po talaga to siya strictly speaking an appeal, rather it is a completely different petition po to by itself wherein questionin mo yung actions ng lower court. Dito po lower court kasi yung question actions sila Solgen Guevara na kine-question po nila na meron tinatawag na grave abuse of discretion po na ginawa yung judge dun sa lower court. Okay? So yung grave abuse of discretion po, ang ibig sabihin po niyan, meron pong grabeng pang-aabuso na ginawa sa kapangyarihan niya yung judge dun sa pag-execute or sa pag-render po niya ng judgment of acquittal. So in short po, yung number 1 natin, wala pong double jeopardy. Number 2, proper po yung Rule 65 Special Civil Action for Certiorari to question a judgment of acquittal in a criminal case. Okay? Pero ulitin ko lang po, yung Rule 65, this is not an ordinary appeal po. This is a special civil action or an extraordinary remedy po to in cases when there is a clear grave grave abuse of discretion po na ginawa yung judge in a lower court. Okay? So ngayon, ang next question natin, paano nagkaroon ng grave abuse of discretion? So nagkaroon po ng grave abuse of discretion according to Solgen Guevara is because yung judge po dito, nirender niya yung judgment of acquittal without fully explaining the facts or the legal basis of his judgment. Sinabi lang niya po doon, nag-recant yung witness ng testimony niya, therefore wala na pong conspiracy to commit Dangerous Drugs Act violation. So dito po question yun nila Solgen Guevara, gusto nila ipa-specify kung ano yung specific law na nag-a-allow doon, paano nag-apply specifically yung facts na yun sa law na yun, kasi walang explanation na binigay, na clear explanation binigay yung judge. At dito nangyari po, pinanigan si Solgen Guevara ng Court of Appeals. Okay? So in other words po, yung judgment of acquittal at present ni Senator De Lima is na-declare as null and void. Tapos yung ginawa po dito, yung order ng Court of Appeals is pinabalik po sa trial court level yung kaso. So in short, magpo-proceed po ulit yung trial dun sa Muntinlupa RTC. Yun po yung status currently of the case na as per the decision of the Court of Appeals. And then yung next question po natin, kung yung crime involved po ba is bailable. So pinakita ko po sa inyo kanina, 'di ba, na yung penalty dito is life imprisonment up to death yung penalty po for the crimes involved dito kala former Senator Laila De Lima. So this is one of the big misconceptions po kasi na pag life imprisonment or death, automatic bawal na talaga mag-bail. So dahil po diyan, ipapakita ko na lang po sa inyo sa constitution natin kung ano talaga yung nakalagay. So ang nakalagay po talaga, section 13 po to, article 3 of the 1987 Constitution, all persons except those charged with offenses punishable by reclusion perpetua when evidence of guilt is strong shall before conviction be bailable. So dito po ang kailangan nyo talaga i-take note is itong provision na when evidence of guilt is strong. Meaning pag hindi po malakas yung ebidensya ng prosecution is bailable pa rin po yung krimen that is punishable by reclusion perpetua. Okay? So gusto ko lang i-clarify to kasi ito po yung mga misconceptions po talaga na porket life imprisonment, reclusion perpetua, automatic daw walang bail. Pwede pa rin po mag-bail pag hindi malakas yung guilt. Therefore, ibig sabihin po niyan or yung tawag po dyan, this is bail pero discretionary on the part of the court po yan. Hindi siya bail as a matter of right. Yan po yung difference. So ang sagot po, pwede mag-bail si Senator Laila De Lima pero nakadepende po yan ngayon sa circumstances surrounding her case. Okay? So ngayon, ang next question po natin, since sinabi ko na pwede or posibleng mag-bail si former Senator De Lima, ano ba mangyayari sa kanya? What will happen to Senator De Lima? Will she actually go to jail po ba pending yung trial kasi nga niremand? So kung ako po tatanungin, ang magiging status po talaga dito is unang-una po titingnan natin kung ano ba yung ginawa or ano yung in-order ng Court of Appeals. So sabi po ng Court of Appeals dito, yung decision dated May 12 and the order dated 06 July issued by the Regional Trial Court are declared null and void. So ito pong mga decisions sa to at yung order na to, ito po yung judgment of acquittal in favor of former Senator Laila De Lima. So makita po natin ang sabi ng Court of Appeals, they are declaring it as null and void. Therefore, walang bisa na yung judgment of acquittal. Okay? At pangalawa po ang sinabi ng Court of Appeals, we remand the case to the Regional Trial Court Branch 204 for it to decide the case in accordance with the rules stated in this decision. Okay? So in short, pinapabalik po ngayon sa trial court level para desisyonan ng maayos based on the rules dito sa decision ng Court of Appeals yung case po ni former Senator De Lima. So kung ako po tatanungin, si Senator Laila De Lima po is posibleng maaresto po siya assuming magkaroon ng bagong warrant of arrest na in-issue in her favor kasi currently nakalaya naman na po siya, 'di ba? So yung mga previous matters po, let's say there was a previous warrant of arrest issued, wala na po yun. So ngayon, since binalik sa Regional Trial Court, pwede ulit magpa-issue yung prosecution dito ng bagong warrant of arrest. So again, ulitin ko lang po, pwede po makulong dito si Senator Laila De Lima assuming there will be a new warrant of arrest na ma-issue against her. Kasi nawala na yung mga dating proceedings, 'di ba? Kasi nagkaroon na ng judgment of acquittal nga eh. However nga, since that was declared null and void, basically na-revive po yung case. So kung na-revive po yung case, yung isa po dyan is pwede mag-request yung prosecution ng warrant of arrest against the accused dito. So ang titingnan na lang po dito or yung rights na lang po dito ni former Senator De Lima is kung malakas ba yung ebidensya against her. Kung malakas po yung ebidensya against her, hindi po siya papayagan na mag-post ng bail ng korte dito. So yan po yan. So ngayon ang next question natin, what if naman questionin ng nila Senator Laila De Lima tong order ng Court of Appeals? Let's say inakyat po nila sa Supreme Court, ano ba yung magiging status nun? Pag inakyat po to sa Supreme Court nila Senator Laila De Lima, hindi po ibig sabihin naman nun automatic na hindi na siya pwedeng arestuhin. Kasi unless and until there is a restraining order, an injunction na hindi siya pwede arestuhin, pwede na to ma-execute tong judgment na to back dun sa trial court level. Kung bumalik na to sa trial court level, ma-remand na siya, mag-start na ulit dun yung proceedings, dun po posibleng ma-issuehan ng bagong warrant of arrest po si Senator Laila De Lima, okay? So yan po yung professional assessment ko po regarding the case po dito ni former Senator De Lima. So kung gusto nyo po ng case kung saan in-explain ko fully yung criminal procedure in a video, may ifa-flash po ako dito sa gilid ng mukha kong video. Yun po yung sa kaso dati nila Vic Soto at ni Direk Daryl Yap na explain ko kasi doon more or less yung criminal procedure So ilalagay ko na lang po yan sa mukha ng video ko. Pero for today po, hopefully klaro yung discussions po natin. And if you like legal educational videos, follow lang po kayo sa akin. Until next time, see you all po. Bye-bye. Good night din po pala. Overtime na tayo.